The magic paintbrush. Imagine you had a paintbrush that could bring anything to life. What would you draw first? Food? A house? A dream? For May, it started with one small gift, but it led to a choice that would change the world. A girl named May. May lived in a small village with dusty roads and cracked houses. She had no father, little food, and barely any friends. But May didn't complain. She had one secret joy, drawing in the dirt with a stick. She drew trees, animals, even stars, and imagined they were real. The mysterious gift. One morning, an old woman appeared at her door. She smiled and handed May a paintbrush. "This is for you," she said, then disappeared. The brush felt warm, like it had a heartbeat. Confused but curious, May dipped it in water and painted a bird on the wall. The bird came alive. The painted bird blinked and flew off the wall. May gasped. She ran outside and saw the bird soar into the sky. Her hands shook. What just happened?" she whispered. Her heart raced. The brush was magic. A secret world. May tested the brush again. She painted an apple. It became real, juicy, sweet. She painted shoes. They fit perfectly, but she kept it a secret. The village was full of gossip and greed. They wouldn't understand. Helping in secret. At night, May painted food and left it on doorsteps. She fixed broken windows with quick strokes of color. She painted warm blankets for children. No one knew who was helping. They just called it the night magic. And May smiled in the shadows. The stranger in red. One day, a man in red silk robes came to the village. He wore gold rings and rode a tall horse. "I've heard of miracles here," he said. He looked at every child. Then his eyes stopped on May. "You, come here." A dangerous offer. He pulled her aside. "I know what you are," he whispered. "Show me what your brush can do." May hesitated, but painted a small fish. It flopped and swam in the air. The man smiled darkly. "I could make you rich," he said. May refuses. "I don't want gold," May said quietly. "I just want to help people." The man's smile vanished. "You'll regret that," he said, turning away. That night, May hid her brush under her pillow. But danger was already coming. The brush is taken. While she slept, her door creaked open. Boots stepped inside. Rough hands grabbed the brush. When May woke, it was gone. She ran into the dark, but the thief was long gone. A world gone wrong. The man in red now had the brush. He painted gold, jewels, palaces. He painted guards with sharp weapons. The village changed. The poor became poorer, and the sky turned gray with smoke. May's heart breaks. May watched her village fall apart. The joy was gone. Children cried. Fields died. She blamed herself. "It was my gift," she said, "and I let him take it." A plan to get it back. But then she stood up. "No," she whispered. "This isn't the end." She had a plan, a secret. She would take back the brush, no matter what it cost. Into the fortress. At night, May sneaked into the palace. She slipped past guards. Her heart pounded like a drum. In the highest tower, she saw it. The brush sat on a golden pillow. Face to face. She reached out, but a voice echoed. "I knew you'd come," said the man in red. He stepped from the shadows. "You could have been rich," he said. May looked him in the eye. "I'd rather be kind." A final stroke. He rushed toward her. She grabbed the brush and painted fast. A giant bird with silver wings. It came to life in a flash of light. It grabbed her gently and flew her away. The man screamed below. But it was too late. A village reborn. Back in the village, May painted once more. She fixed homes, planted trees, and brought joy back. People danced again. The air smelled sweet. The sky turned blue. Hope returned, stroke by stroke. A new rule. This time, May didn't hide. She painted in the open, but only what was needed. No gold, no greed, just beauty, kindness, and care. The village became a place of peace. Visitors come. News spread. People from far away came to see her work. Not to steal, not to buy, but to learn, to feel, to remember what mattered. The final painting. One day, May painted a small child smiling. It looked so real, it almost moved. She smiled and set the brush down. "I've painted enough," she whispered. Now others could begin their own stories, not with magic, but with kindness. What about you? What would you paint? A better world? A dream life? A second chance? Maybe your magic isn't in a brush, but in your words, your actions, your heart. Use it well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.